SSR Yuta will be releasing in a featured banner alongside the Movie Zero events in Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade. He will be an attacker, a main DPS, and one of the best in his role at that. His type will be red, and he will be able to deal out combined damage, meaning both physical and cursed technique damage, so both taijutsu and jujutsu damage. What makes Yuta so strong though? Why is everyone telling you to save your cubes for him? First and foremost, he can deal lots of damage, especially coming from his ultimate, and that is going to all enemies as well, which is awesome. And if they can survive that, he increases his own damage for both types for 4 turns after, which is amazing and gives even more value to the rest of his skills. Skill 1 is for taijutsu damage, skill 2 damaging all enemies with jujutsu damage, and skill 3 deals combined damage to a selected enemy for 4 hits. His first passive also plays a huge role into shaping this character's identity, with not only being able to boost his damage further and help him gain ultimate skill goes, but also heal all of his allies' HP under specific circumstances, which can be extremely helpful for a main DPS kit. For his skill upgrade priorities, you want to first focus on his ultimate skill, then skill 3 for combined damage, and after that it can be a toss-up, but it's probably preferable to go skill 1 and finally skill 2. As far as recollection bits go, Yuta would love to use something that focuses on boosting curse technique damage, because that is the type of damage he deals with his ultimate. For example, non-standard, the one with hollow purple Gojo, or Pride with Jogo, and even the SR Cursed Nature can be great on him, amongst other options. But since he is a character that can actually deal combined damage, you can also use recollection bits that do provide combined damage boosting, like Adult Time, Grand Exorcism, and Gojo's Solo Camp, making it an awesome free-to-play option since this is the recollection bit we obtained for free from the most recent Gojo map event. And while you could definitely use some more supportive / utility recollection bits to help his healing or overall the gains he has for his ultimate goes, I think since he will be one of the best damage dealing units in the entire game, focusing on boosting his damage even more is the optimal option. For his best teams, there are generally 2 team layouts that you can follow in Phantom Parade. Number 1 is Yuta, of course, alongside 3 supports. That can mean damage boosters, sustainability characters, tanks, or whatever might help you clear a specific quest. And the second layout is 2 support characters, Yuta, and another damage dealer. And in each quest you want to clear, based on the enemy's resistances, you can select if Yuta will be your main source of damage or perhaps even the secondary one. He can excel in both roles. For some specific team layouts, if you were lucky enough and able to pull featured SSR Incomplete Domain Megumi, or if you are going to be able to pull SSR featured Geto from the Movie Zero events, who is coming after Yuta, then you can definitely pair both of these units with Yuta, alongside one of the best supports in global right now, SR Yaga, who can boost both types of damage, and SR Nanami as well, who of course can provide even more damage coming from both of your SSR units. Lots of players of course won't have these featured SSR units to pair up with Yuta, which is absolutely fine. There are definitely more accessible options. Even if you actually miss SR Yaga or Nanami, you can pair one of them up with Yuta and then use Rare Yuki in your team, who is also not the same type as Yuta, can boost his Jujutsu damage with his very strong ultimate and also help with Cursed Energy regeneration. Then SSR Gojo or SSR Kugisaki can both be great options for the secondary or even main DPS role depending on enemy resistances. If you are going to use Gojo alongside Yuta, have in mind to also use a decent backup character in case you need to actually clear a quest in more than 7 turns and Gojo leaves the field, only leaving Yuta as your primary DPS. A very strong combination with Yuta can be SSR Inumaki. He might actually even be better than Kugisaki and Gojo in this case, simply because he can help Yuta activate his passive, because Inumaki can sacrifice his HP to activate Yuta's passive when he is under 60%. That way, he can also help Yuta gain ultimate skill goes, which can be extremely valuable. So not only SSR Inumaki, rare Inumaki can even help him. I just think the SSR version in this case will be much more helpful, but the rare is definitely usable. SSR Inumaki probably has the best synergy with Yuta out of the standard SSR banner characters, even better synergy than Yuta has with Gojo and Kugisaki. At the end of the day, of course it will depend on what characters you have available to you, but SSR Inumaki is a great combo. Other than SR Nanami, Yaga and R Yuki, you can definitely use other supportive type characters as well, like for example SR Yuki, SR Momo and R Inumaki, but most of the time they are not your best options. Definitely still usable though, and just like we discussed with the Recollection bits, Yuta mainly wants Jujutsu damage boosting to do maximum damage from his ultimate, but it's not impossible for you to use either combined damage boosters or taijutsu, meaning physical damage boosters. They won't help the damage coming from his ultimate, but they can definitely help his skill 1 and 3. If you are in the unfortunate position with no more options, you can definitely go for that combo. It's also worthy to talk about the upcoming Movie Zero SR characters that will get their featured banner. I would not advise you to pull in that banner, even if you do get lucky with Yuta early, it's better to save your cubes. But to quickly discuss about them as well, Panda and Maki are damage dealers, so while technically you can definitely use them as secondary damage dealers in a Yuta team, they don't particularly have great synergy with each other. Not the best combination, you can definitely prefer either an SSR secondary DPS or just another support. But the SR Inumaki definitely has synergy with Yuta, just like the other Inumaki units. He has the mechanic where he sacrifices HP when using his skills, and this one specifically can also attract enemy attacks, which means that he can help Yuta activate his passive and fill his ultimate skill goes. He can also apply damage to multiple enemies and deals out Jujutsu damage from his ultimate just like Yuta does, so he can be combined with similar supports. The supports that help Yuta's ultimate can also help Inumaki's. Definitely cool seeing them having synergy since they also worked together in the movie. That concludes my full character guide on SSR Yuta Okkotsu though. Hopefully you enjoyed the video or you found it helpful. If you did, definitely leave a like and a comment letting me know if you want to see more. I would definitely appreciate it a lot. Subscribe to the channel for more Phantom Parade content. I wish you the best of luck with your pulls if you are planning to go for Yuta, and as always, thank you so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.